got a team of correspondents following each and every angle of this story, and we're going to begin with Nancy Cordes, who is ahead of us now in Egypt, where world leaders are expected to be gathering later today. When the president can get there for the next round of negotiations, that's going to be high stakes as well. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, Tony. Dozens of world leaders have flown here to Sharm El Sheikh. They are ready to get to work with President Trump, hammering out the finer details of this peace plan, because there is still a lot of disagreement, Tony. Case in point, as President Trump was giving that well-received speech to the Knesset, there was an opposition leader who stood up, started shouting, was holding a sign that said, "Recognize Palestine." So they're going to have to find a way to work through some of these differences. By and large, though, President Trump got a hero's welcome when he got to Israel. And in fact, he got that welcome even before he landed.
Text on board Air Force One. If you look off the right side, you will see the welcome President Trump sign.
This is the message that greeted President Trump as he flew over Tel Aviv beach. Once he touched down in Israel, he was hailed by a military band and cheers from a grateful nation for his leading role in ending the war and bringing the hostages home.
Welcome to the Knesset. We've been longing for this day.
In Jerusalem, Trump met behind closed doors with hostage families and then addressed the Israeli parliament, the first U.S. president to do so since 2008.
Please know that America joins you in those two everlasting vows: never forget and never again.
Despite all the elation, there are still major minefields ahead. An orderly Israeli withdrawal from Gaza must still be worked out, along with a plan for Hamas fighters to hand over their weapons. And then, who exactly will govern Gaza? Who will rebuild it? And how many countries will fund that work? All of those issues will be on the agenda today when President Trump sits down with dozens of world leaders here in Sharm El Sheikh.
This is not only the end of a war. This is the end of an age of terror and death, and the beginning of the age of faith and hope and of God. This is the historic dawn of a new Middle East.
CBS News has confirmed that in order to cement this peace deal, President Trump's two top negotiators, Steve Witkoff and his son-in-law Jared Kushner, met directly with Hamas leaders last week to assure them that President Trump was going to stand behind his 20-point peace plan and that he was going to hold the Israelis to it as well, even once the hostages had been returned.